Assalamualaikum everyone, and welcome to another episode of Behind the Curtain. I have a very special individual with me today on this episode, and I'm thankful. But however, he will give me the permission to introduce him, and then I will move on with the questions that I do. Ever since I started this small little effort to speak to the people associated with the media industry, I always used to wonder where we had moved in the right sphere of media activities, or we had to progress. So, with interactions with the professionals of the industry, it seems like we've hit a dead end and need to somehow innovate, accelerate, or simply put in layman's terms, evolve urgently. However, that makes me question the notion and idea that once we did have a people or fraternity who played a vital role in creation of content, not just ordinary content, but powerful content that was able to shake lives, make a difference, and also give our country's media industry the glorification it needed. With monotony and bare minimum effort being put into televised content, it makes me wonder if it's more business than usual and if creativity is dead. Anyhow, my today's very special guest, who I am forever grateful, is a name that has played a vital role in shaping the mold of what we know as Pakistani dramas and films. He himself has also graced the screen as an actor as well. However, with his power of pen, his works, his poetry, his concepts and ideas have received accolades and recognitions not many have been able to achieve, and I do applaud him for that. A proud Pakistani dramatist, a man of literary works, has seen the golden era of Pakistan television, has seen the Pakistani television sector grow associated with every top producer, director, media institution of Pakistan. There is no producer which hasn't utilized his talent of creative writing to the fullest. Khalil Rahman Kamar, a name known to many, has taken out time today for this very special session. However, it is worth mentioning that his credible work that has graced the screen of Pakistan television that include Dastak aur Darwaza, Boota from Toba Tek Singh, Landa Bazaar, Beopar, Bunty I Love You, the rating buster Pyare Afzal, Sadke Tumhare, and the phenomena that probably gave another life, millions of viewers, and entertaining watch we all know as Mere Paas Tum Ho, which frankly speaking was also on my time of watch in a world where I had completely neglected Pakistani dramas, as unfortunate as it sounds. One last thing. The big screen, which undoubtedly many of writers and directors seem to be struggling with, has been aced by Khalil Saab. That include कर्ज, Koi Tujhsa Kahan, Punjab Nahi Jaungi, Kaaf Kangana, and the upcoming London Nahi Jaunga. Thank you, sir. And very recently, Khalil Saab has been caught and in a series of controversies. I will ask his permission before I ask any questions before I dive into that. Sir, thank you. Sir, कैसे हैं आप?
I'm fine, absolutely. Bismillah. To start with the questions.
जी सर. सर, पहले तो मैं आपसे पूछूंगा कि आपने एक golden era देखा है from PTV days to right now. How have you seen the content evolve from past to present?
I remember the time when I used to watch Nasiruddin Saab's films while sitting in cinema, when his name used to appear on the screen, people used to stand up and clap. And before that, I was told I couldn't witness that particular time because it was before my entering into industry. It was Riaz Shahid Saab, Baba Hazim Qadri Saab, Waris Ludhianvi Saab, Tanveer Kazmi Saab. These were such big names. People, films and industry used to revolve around their writings. And people used to understand how important writer was in making it. But then I saw a time. Actually, when I entered into industry, the time of the writers had gone. Many of them had gone back to Allah the Almighty. A few who were good enough had left the industry with disappointment. And the rest who were working, they were just trying to run their kitchen. And when only effort of yours is to run your kitchen, you cannot become a reason of the survival of the industry. And people, producers, they used to play havoc with the scripts, They used to play havoc with the making. They used to play havoc with the film itself. And what happened? It entails eventually the death of the industry for the time being. It rejuvenated after a very long effort when industry was to be shifted from Lahore to Karachi. So the importance of content, when it was actually, it was given a least importance. People started giving least importance to the writers, and they started giving importance to a few actors whom they used to believe they could run the industry. They were actually making the industry die in the coming years, and they did it, and they successfully did it. So content was important, content is important, and content will remain important. Without that, if you think of making some creative film or a drama, you are living in a fool's paradise.
Fair enough, sir. Thank you for that very, very reasonable question. Acha, sir, you speak about death of content. You speak about actors interfering in content, but
I'm not talking about death of content. I'm talking about the loss of importance of the content, which eventually entailed death of industry. That is what I said.
Fair enough. But what I want to ask you is that if you've seen the golden era, एक time था कि आप interact करता था लोगों के साथ. अब सर हमारे पास content advisors.
I didn't see the golden era. I tell you, when I entered into film industry was almost dying. But people were not ready to believe it that death is forthcoming. They only got it when it happened, and most of the people either shifted onto television or they left the industry for doing something else. I didn't see that golden era. If I saw it, I saw it from outside. When I was not the part of industry, I was only a banker. And that time I used not to watch films.
Right, sir. Fair enough. आपने तो मतलब कि मैंने आपकी प्रोफाइल पढ़ी है. Of course, you were coming from a professional field of banking and to come as a passionate writer, you obviously had some aims and ambitions. लेकिन जब आप यहाँ पे आए, and now, if according to you नहीं देखा आपने, लेकिन अगर अभी तो आप
Firstly, let me correct you, Rafi. Firstly, I was a writer, and lastly, I am a writer.
Sir. Apologies for that, and I will ask apology as I fumble along the session, because हो सकता है मुझे इतना ना पता हो, आप करें कीजिएगा. हम छोटे हैं, हम यंगस्टर्स हैं, आपसे सीखते हैं. सर, लेकिन आपसे पूछूंगा कि अभी करंटली भी तो ड्रामा इंडस्ट्री है ना, मतलब कि अभी करंटली भी इतना कंटेंट चल रहा है. अभी तो हमारे पास कंटेंट मैनेजर्स आ गए हैं, कंटेंट एम्बेसडर्स आ गए हैं, जिनको आपको बीच में बैठ के रिपोर्ट करना पड़ता है. डू यू आल्सो गो थ्रू समथिंग लाइक दिस, एंड व्हाट आर योर थॉट्स ऑन दैट?
And I'm lucky enough. I do not have to report to any content head at all, because I don't believe them at all. Content head is the job which is erroneously introduced in drama industry, and that is actually making the reason for the destroyal of drama in Pakistan, because we are stick to one kind of subjects for a certain period of time, then we move on to another kind. For example, we got impressed by Star TV and Zee TV, and we introduced the concept of Saas Bahu. We played with it for about 10 years. Then we moved on to rapes within families. And this actually destroyed the image of our television industry. And actually, we could not properly educate our masses. So I don't ever, I will never believe, I never believed, and I'll never believe there is any need of a content head in a television channel.
Sir, but agar aap, if you are sitting with the people,
let me tell you why. The question should have been why. Why I don't believe there is a need of a content head. Look, let me tell you first. If you just collect the data, you'll come to know that most of the content heads are writers by themselves. There is a professional bias which will automatically live in their hearts and minds. So it becomes difficult for them to appreciate the work of others. The first thing, which is very natural. This is why we could not find so many Khalilur Rahman Qamar and so many Umar Ahmeds. Then again, they have a bunch of friends, company, apna, groups, group making and camp making, and that creates problems of liking and dislikings. They decide before the script comes whether we are to take the script of that writer or not. So this is actually hampering the content. This is actually killing the creative element in the content. And people instead they become writers who have pride in their writing. They start becoming murids and yes ministers and the flatterers, and that in the end starts deteriorating the concept of content and eventually the making of drama. And that is why we lost variety, versatility of ideas and debate on issues. Instead, every drama which was to be given on screen had been discussed among the people, and it would have been a healthy debate. By virtue of that, people would have learned a lot. When we debate about something, we definitely give arguments for and against, and people who are listening to such arguments, they naturally happen to get educated and happen to learn from that. That is missing. People know where the drama starts from, what is the subject, and how it will end up. That is so predictable.
Sir, लेकिन अभी आपने बात की कि everything is pre-decided and everything is pre-selected. I'm kind of shocked to hear that. How do you know that ये content आता है और वो decided है कि हमें कौन सा चलाना है, कौन सा नहीं चलना है? With you having an edge over this is kind of disturbing from my notion for any young person.
I don't say I have the edge. I refuse prima facie. I will not allow any content head to approve my script. If it is not approved, I should go back home. I should not be writing. I will not allow any content head or firstly you prove that he's a better writer than me. That's so simple. And he has the right to actually check my script.
Fair enough, so sir.
How dare he or she? I'm so sorry. Yeah. I know them all. I know all of them. Only a very few are good enough that you can talk them and believe them. They are really the content heads and they are impartial about taking the content. Otherwise, for God's sake, they are writers in disguise or the content heads in disguise.
So, sir, ये बताएं कि considering there is a new producer out there who wants to make dramas, he comes on board. How will he survive? Can a new producer survive in this market? आपको लगता है कि कोई chance है नहीं है?
No.
Considering the
No, it is this time is not healthy and conducive for a new producer. Reason being that every channel has created a series of production houses attached to them, and only the dramas made by them are made on air, and it becomes very difficult for a new producer to have one project done and give it to them. And if it does not do well, so he's nowhere. So it is not a conducive atmosphere for the new producers to enter into the market.
But isn't there any favoritism going on with channels कि हम इसी producer के साथ काम करेंगे, इसी के साथ नहीं करेंगे?
I don't know. It is whether it is a favoritism or a policy or a conspiracy. You can define it in any one way. But new producer, his right to enter into the showbiz industry has been actually stopped one way or the other. It is difficult for them. If it is not stopped, God help him if he happens to make something so wonderful that it is taken like a hot cake. Otherwise, it is not possible for a new producer to just make his place in the market.
अच्छा सर, अच्छा ये बताएं कि इवन वर्किंग अंडर नेटवर्क्स, आप बोलते हैं कि सास बहू कंटेंट, ये कंटेंट चल रहा है, हम डिटेट हो रहे हैं, इज इट रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी ऑफ राइट टू सिट विद द नेटवर्क एग्जीक्यूटिव? अगर आपके ऊपर प्रेशर आ जाए कि खलील साहब हमें यही चाहिए, हाउ डू यू गेट टू आर्ग्यू एंड गेट अवे विद दिस स्टैंस कि यार दिस इज नॉट द कंटेंट वी नीड? हाउ डू यू हैव एन एज ओवर एवरीवन एल्स?
Nobody can dare ask me to write about Sas Bahu issue. I wish they should have courage enough to talk about this issue to me. I will not allow, inshallah. Allah has given me strength enough to fight out.
So then what are the relevant issues our content writers or esteemed writers should be focusing on in Pakistan? हमारे पास कौन से issues हैं that we should be focusing on?
I feel pity. I feel pity for my new writers, so many writers, until they happen to get good name in the market. It becomes absolutely difficult for them to write with open vista. They have to behave like a slave. They have to carry out the orders given by the content head. Because sometimes I have heard even content head say, right, this is a rating wala scene. You put this scene into it. Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm so sorry. If this particular thing starts living in your mind, either you are dead or you are going to make the industry dead in the days to come.
So, sir, in that experience and decade, please do pardon my ignorance. Does it come with the part that you hate women?
I do not. I love every woman. I respect every woman. Who can respect women more than me? But I do not respect non-women. That is the question.
But sir, the thing is that the very, very common notion around is that when you are exemplifying or exhibiting your content, बहुत कॉमन चल रहा है कि खलील साहब के जो काम होते हैं वो हमेशा एंटी विमेन होते हैं. So is it true, or is it because there are people out there who just want to focus on one tiny thing?
It is such a bloody false statement that I think even they'll be suffering for that in their process of being process when they'll be questioned from by the Allah the Almighty. How could they lie this good, and how dare they could think about it that I disrespect women? If you do not read or you watch Khalil Rahman Kamar's things done, so you are actually ignorant of what respect is.
Sir, बिल्कुल ठीक है, आपने बिल्कुल लिखे हैं on that part, but I think a certain thing gets highlighted from your content, certain thing gets highlighted, picked up and shared by lots of people. और वो, for example, अगर मैं आपको बोलूँ कि मुझे आप बता दें कि मेरे पास तुम हो.
Give me an example. Give me an example so that I should be in a better position to debate on it.
अच्छा ठीक है, अभी प्लीज आई डोंट वांट टू मतलब कि नाराज नहीं करना है. अब मैं बात करता हूँ आपका इतना बड़ा
No, I'll not be annoyed. I tell you, I guarantee you. You give me an example.
सर, अब फर्ज करें इतना बड़ा आपका ड्रामा मेरे पास.
And we are not actually questioning to each other. You are not only questioning. We'll be into debate. You also know things. Question about it, and we'll be into debate. And you have to convince me that I had written something anti-woman.
Fair.
You please give me an example.
I will just ask as a layman. मैं बिल्कुल layman होकर पूछ रहा हूँ. एक इतना आपका बड़ा मशहूर ड्रामा मेरे पास तुम हो, जो मैंने भी देखा, जो मैंने यहाँ पे लोगों को कन्विंस भी किया देखने के लिए, because I have not seen Pakistani television in a while. एक बड़ा आपका मशहूर डायलॉग, 2 टके की औरत तो नहीं लड़की, वो आपने क्या सोच के आपने क्यों लिखा, वो उठाया गया, वो पुश किया. What was the point?
Look, before that I answer that question. Please be very simple on debate. We are not going to win over each other. Recall there is a word in dictionary, Oxford dictionary, prostitute. What for it was written? Was it written prima facie for a man? Not at all. So, what was the need to write this particular word? Because prostitute is also a woman, if you deem it a woman. So, why the need of another word was there to put exactly into the dictionary to create it for time to come, for all times to come? Now, let's talk about Mere Paas Tum Ho. He said, इस 2 टके की लड़की के लिए. The act she has done, that word was being used for her due to this. What was the act? Achha, let me give you let me ask another question from you. When for a crime a woman is arrested and she is sentenced, what we call her? A criminal? Am I right? Say,
Right.
am I right or
Right,
wrong?
right, right.
And when a man is caught for a crime and he is sentenced, he is also called criminal.
Right.
When somebody commits sin, what we call him or her? Huh?
Convict.
So there were 4 girls in the play. One who committed sin, and the 3 other. The ratio is 3-1. What a shame if somebody says that I write anti-woman. And then let me tell you, Rafi, let's recall the first 12 episodes of Mere Paas Tum Ho. What I was doing, I was educating my men not to beat up women when they commit anything like that, not to throw acid on their faces, and not to murder it in the name of honor. She was committing a sin. He knew she was committing. This is the burning issue in my country, honor killing. Actually, I was educating my man to avoid that honor killing. I was educating my man to leave such women, because you have this privilege, you have that right available. If you cannot go along with a woman, you just dispense with the relationship. Let her go back, or let her go wherever she wants to. Say goodbye to each other. And that is the simple solution I gave. But out of the sin she committed while she was in a nikah with that person, he even didn't say it directly to her. He told it to her buyer, her yar. Bloody, you were offering me 50 million for this 2 टके की लड़की. So please understand it. And if somebody doesn't have this capability to understand the things, he or she should go to somebody to learn it. And talk about the rest of the other 3 girls in the play. Huh? How will you name them? And don't you give respect me for those 3 girls? If I said 2 टके की लड़की to one girl who committed such a big sin, ask everybody who's questioning me whether she was committing a sin or not.
लेकिन सर उसके बाद फिर एक कुछ सीरीज ऑफ कंट्रोवर्सीज आपसे एसोसिएट हो गई इन विच यू स्टार्ट मेकिंग सम पब्लिक अपीयरेंसेस. आई मीन प्लीज डू नॉट माइंड इफ आई डू आस्क you are a literary writer. You have been writing for decades and you come on television and there are people who are putting you, trying to question your notion. Now when you are coming, and please do not mind, लेकिन हुआ ये कि आपकी कुछ पब्लिक अपीयरेंसेस हो गई जिसके अंदर आप ही के कंटेंट पे आपने जिस तरह की बातें कही उस पे एक नेगेटिव सेंटिमेंट क्रिएट हो गया. एक क्रिएट होगा कि यार he is disrespectful towards women, he does not know how to speak, and I will
No. This particular notion was not created, and nobody except for those 36 women. I was able to make my people understand exactly what I wrote and what I meant really, and that I conveyed.
नथिंग अगेंस्ट गिविंग योर स्टैंड्स, लेकिन सर प्रॉब्लम ये है कि जब मर्द और औरत टीवी पे आकर डिबेट करता है, उसके अंदर अगर गालम गलोच हो जाती है, और व्हेन यू डू दैट, दैट्स व्हाट.
Look, let me finish because I don't want to discuss much about that incident. Remember,
Fair enough.
Rafi.
Fair
No,
enough.
no, no. I want to tell you.
Okay.
Look, if people expect from me that somebody will say me shut up, I'll be only coward enough if I let her or him go. Okay, I am not a 24 hours writer. At certain moments, occasionally I am somebody else who will actually bounce back if you try to be badtamiz enough. Okay, so that was to be paid back in the same coin. And the coin, I wish she should carry all the way in her life.
ठीक है, तो फिर I guess it makes sense that you have a personality outside. So then the concept of all of this.
You are very cheeky person. You have a personality outside. I don't have a personality outside. That's a very normal personality of a human being. Who will be angry when there are things of anger being introduced to him. He'll be happy if happy things are being discussed to him. I'm then an ordinary person. Don't be cheeky now.
अच्छा, I'm not being cheeky. मैं सिर्फ सवाल
पूछ रहा हूँ. You're very smart, yeah.
नहीं सर, मैं कहाँ smart?
I thought you to be only a director and producer. You're a very smart guy.
No, but if you believe in the rule of the women, तो फिर I don't think you could understand the concept of औरत march and मेरा जिस्म मेरी मर्जी.
Oh no! I did. I asked them to I asked them to allow me to participate in that. Only just remove these bloody, dirty slogans of yours. That was only my point of contention. Nothing else. All that Mansoors which they were depicting to us, actually that was another document there. Actually, that was a show of documents, just to make believe others to debate on that. But actually their issue was not that Mansoor. Their issue was those bloody slogans. They wanted to introduce them and they wanted to provoke the men to rush on them and have a fight with them. They actually wanted to provoke the religious element to interfere so that it becomes a story for the international media. And that time, if you remember, India had what India was doing in Kashmir with our daughters, sisters, and our brothers. They were killing them. They were what they were. I don't want, because I have to name my daughters and my sisters. I'm so sorry. At that particular time, when havoc was being played in Kashmir by Indian army, what these what I should say, I should say my comments. What these women were doing in Islamabad was a day of dancing, day of dance. Huh? It was the moment you should be dancing in Islamabad and asking for these bloody rights and introduce such bloody slogans. You please try to be simple and understand it simply. It was how these funded elements play in a country which is the only Islamic atomic power. How can we make them weak? How we can weaken their authority and power? It is only creating every small bloody fitna of this sort, and fitna of this sort created through women becomes important, because if such women are beaten up on roads by men, it becomes the biggest story in international media. You please understand it. It was how they were trying to divert the eye of the international media from Kashmir issue to their own, which was no issue, which was not issue of my women.
So you're saying that
women are.
आप ये बोल रहे हैं कि ये जो सारा स्कीम हुआ है, दिस वाज जस्ट अ डिस्ट्रैक्शन फ्रॉम समथिंग एल्स, दैट्स इट।
Oh,
आई मीन,
yeah. For
एंड इट हैज
God's
बीन
sake,
लाइक दिस,
yeah.
इट हैज बीन लाइक दिस।
It's so simple to
ये
understand.
एग्जिस्ट नहीं
See,
करता, ये फिनोमेना एग्जिस्ट ही नहीं करता है, मेरा जिस्म
no,
मेरी
no,
मर्जी,
no. This, no. How dare in an Islamic country this kind of a thing should be introduced? How dare they? Where have they come from? And look, I tell you where they have come from. You'll be amazed to hear that recently I happened to talk to a friend of mine who did his PhD from Glasgow, and he was told there, and it was told to him there smilingly, gentlemen, why don't you go to your country and ask about 90% of scholarships in social sciences are given to Pakistani girls. Why not to men? More than 90%. I will also request to my authorities and my agencies to probe into this issue. That is very important issue, and find out all those theses which were written to get that degree of MPhil, PhD, or masters. What kind of thesis they wrote? They were anti-Islamic. They were against the Islamization. They were against the Islamic injunctions. You will see it is like that actually. And please, it is not only this thing. It has been decided. There was a slogan raised once: "The world is a global village." Presumably, if we believe that it is a global village, so which particular social setup will prevail? Ours or yours? That is $1 million question, Rafi. Don't put down your head. If it is a global village, what is the capacity of a poor borrowing country?
Right.
What is the value of a Mazara in front of a Chaudhry in a global village?
Right.
So that particular design is already there to tell us that is a global village, and a few pseudos are developed to just preach this particular concept to us that we are part of global village. Oh no, we are not. If they let us live with our social setup and give us that particular capacity to take pride in our social setup, and they take pride in their own such social setup, okay, I'll believe it is the global village. But it is not happening. Insult is being casted on us. We are being insulted by introducing their own social setup into ours, and calling bad names for our norms. I'm sorry. This way you cannot create a global village. You have been insulting, you are trying to insult, and you'll keep on if we do not understand the move.
So then from this point on, are we seeing Khalil Saab moving on from a writer to some activist type of movement to take it out? Or
a writer is prima facie an activist. If you are a writer, you are to be activist.
लेकिन सर उस activism नहीं I know I agree with you, but actually उस activism में हुआ ये कि जो मैंने देखा, जो मैंने नोटिस किया, और मैंने अच्छा प्लीज फॉरगिव मी, मैंने खुद भी इस पे बड़ा वोकल था। हुआ ये कि सारी इंडस्ट्री जो थी वो कलेक्ट हो गई कि खलील साहब जो हैं उनको
सारी इंडस्ट्री, एक मिनट रुक जाओ यार, सारी इंडस्ट्री कौन? Name them.
I can't.
I was being interviewed by somebody earlier than you, and the same question she put. Okay. I asked the name. Name 10 people. It is not number of only. Sir, 10 people which constitute your industry. Look. Please name them. Be brave enough. Name them. I'll not say anything.
Really?
Name. I want they are in toto. They are 10 in number. I want to know.
सर नाम 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 तो मैंने ना किसी नेटवर्क का लिया ना मैंने इंटरव्यू, मैं आपको बता रहा हूँ कि कुछ भी अगर चार
I
पांच
want, I want, I want say on oath, they are 10 in number.
they are
They are
number.
not. No, they are not. They are not 10 in number who spoke against me from industry. I know the names and I've answered them back. And let me tell you, Rafi, if more than 10 spoke, there were only 2 out of those 10 with whom I worked. And with the rest of them, I have never worked and I do not have an idea of working with them. Most of them have been failed in audition or at some point of my choosing the cast with my people, my director and producer, they might have been rejected. And they knew it because onus is always shifted onto me that it was him who actually refused to cast you. Yes. So there is an element of revenge. And they should have not been revengeful. I may cast them in any of my next projects if I deem them fit for that particular role. And it's very important. For me, writing firstly is very important. Then choosing characters is very important thereafter. So it has always been a very important task for which we happen to debate with each other. And we debate sometimes very angrily, but we try somehow or the other to find out those good people who can perform the role in a better way. And so there are only 2 or 3 people. And one of them, I never allowed her to be casted in London Nahi Jaunga. She had every right to take that revenge.
सर मतलब कि वो तो ठीक है, लेकिन आप एक्टर्स की बात कर रहे हैं, राइटर्स भी काफी आगे थे इसके अंदर कि यार ये जो है ये
I have already given you an explanation. I have already explained this particular concept very in detail, that when content heads will be deployed to check the work of the writers, jealousy will prevail. And among them, I tell you, there are certain very good writers. I was shocked by their comments. But, jealousy has all the power to destroy anything, I tell you.
Sir, I do understand that. I do believe that jealousy है, लेकिन हो गया कि controversy इतनी गिर हो गई है कि people start assuming if we get affiliated with Khalil साहब तो कहीं हमारा भी काम नहीं रुक जाए, कहीं हमारा भी कुछ नहीं हो जाए, इस तरह का नोशन क्रिएट होता है. तो I feel for them whatever they feel. लेकिन आप ये बताएं कि
what say it again, what are you saying?
मैं बोल रहा हूँ कि अभी कुछ लिटरली 1.5-2 हफ्ते पहले मैंने एक सेशन रखा था जिसके थ्रू मैं आपसे बात कर रहा हूँ. 4-5 राइटर्स मेरे साथ एक साथ बात कर रहे थे. तो उस पे एक राइटर ने बोला कि यार इस सेक्शन पे आप खलील साहब को भी इंक्लूड करें, 4-5 लोग होने चाहिए. तो उस पे उन्होंने बोला कि नहीं यार, खलील साहब को लेके आओगे तो फिर हमारी रोजी रुक जाएगी.
मेरी वजह से, look, because of me, remember Rafi, all those writers I don't want to know, and I don't know the names.
Right. That's why
I swear upon Allah the Almighty, I just feel as good for them as I feel good for myself. Right. I wish them best of luck. Right. They are assets of my country. They should be writing. They should be doing even better than Khalilur Rahman Qamar. If they do, it belongs to my country. It becomes the reason for the respect of my country. They are, once again, I'll tell you, they are very important for me. I say it from the core of my heart. It is not only me who can run the industry. It is all we all sit together, write good, and write together to make it happen, And we should be trying to do better than each other. And if we try to do better than each other, it will eventually help our industry and eventually help our country to have a better image. So my love for them, I literally love my people who write because it is not a simple job. It should never be taken for granted to run this industry. A writer is very important and they are equally important for me.
सर आपने बहुत बड़ी बात कर दी है एंड आई विल मेक इट अ पॉइंट व्हेन आई एम इवन पब्लिशिंग दिस आई विल राइट अबाउट इट और मुझे ज्यादा उस पे हुआ कि जब मुझे कहा गया तो मैंने बोला ठीक है अगर आप नहीं करते मैं उसे खुद अकेले में बात करूंगा शायद ये लिखा हुआ था कि आपसे अकेले बात करूं फैंटास्टिक सर आई एम वेरी प्राउड ऑफ यू एंड उस पे होना भी चाहिए एक बात बताएं अब चलिए बहुत सारी कंपटीशन है नए नए प्रोड्यूसर मार्केट में आ रहे हैं मैं भी नया हूं मेरे साथ काम करें इंशाल्लाह ना बोलें कि हाँ ठीक है राफी आप काम करेंगे
इंशाल्लाह मींस टू मी इंशाल्लाह
चले fair enough नहीं खलील साहब I on this note I have taken a very great deal of your time I hope I did not bore you with my session I hope I did ask the right questions my intention was not to sensationalize anything or ask anything which normally anchors ask you on television और उनको अपनी ratings मिलती हैं उनको जवाब भी मिलते हैं मेरा वो मकसद नहीं था मैं तो छोटी मोटी कोशिश करता हूं
Inshallah you will get the rating if rating is very important we have discussed very important things right. And they were to be talked about and they needed to be discussed and I wanted to convey my message what was inside me to my people my fans and the people of Pakistan what I think about industry what I think about my social setup what I think about the morality what I think about my great women of the country and what is actually my concept of non-women
Khalil Saab, thank you once again. I'm humbled and honored by your presence. I am thankful आपने टाइम निकाला इस सेशन हुआ और आई होप कि जो भी देख रहा होगा इसको समझेगा कि बिल्कुल एक साफ नीयत से प्रोग्राम है और बिल्कुल सही सादी बातें हुई हैं और कुछ नहीं हुआ है तो
सादी बातें तो नहीं हुई that I assure you
कौन सी बातें नहीं आप मुझे कुछ बोल ही नहीं रहे मैं आपसे पूछ रहा हूँ बतानी है मैं रिकॉर्ड कर रहा हूँ
I have told you even then you'll come to know that we have not talked about sadi things you are so clever and so smart
नहीं तो मैं आप मुझे बता ही नहीं रहे मैं आपसे बात कर रहा हूँ बोलते मुझे बात ही नहीं करनी है आप मुझे बोलते नहीं
I have answered every question of yours I didn't stop you putting any question I just answered every question of yours and I wanted to because I wanted to speak my heart before you because I was comfortable talking to you it was understandable
one thing you did not answer
the people asked
one thing you did not answer
ask that question I'll answer
and I'm asking you is because I do not want to offend you is because जब आप डायरेक्टर बनते हैं जब आप पब्लिकली आके अपने कास्ट और क्रू को कुछ बोलते हैं तो उसे बुरा एक नोशन क्रिएट होता है वो आपने किया एंड समवन लाइक यंग एक बैड प्रैक्टिस
look Rafi that is a very debatable issue
sir
when I speak in my anger it is the only that particular anger movement is shown to the public what has happened before that people don't know so since they all have been my friends and I have been respecting them I do not want to say much now but if I turn angry there is always a very cogent reason I'm not that guy who can dare insult anybody. I love my actors. I respect them so much because they are the people because of which we happen to portray our scripts. And if they do well, our plays do well. If they do well, we happen to get fame and we happen to get name. So how can I will undermine their efforts? But if a few people have done something bad and I get angry. So that is, it happens even in families. It was that time when I was so angry. I had to say there was no choice because I had suffered. It was me who had suffered. Please, don't ask me to open up much because I want this particular issue should die out now. I want to keep up with the respect.
Fair enough. Neither am I a sensationalist journalist, neither am I an anchor. मैं आपको किसी भी पोजीशन में नहीं रखूंगा.
Even had you been even a sensational journalist, I would have answered you the same thing.
अच्छा, चले. I am very, very happy to know that you would have answered the same thing.
You please try to be sensational. I am in such a mood that I answer in a very good way.
अच्छा, आज मूड बहुत अच्छा.
I enjoyed being interviewed by you.
नहीं सर, I'm happy and thank you so much. मैंने I think अपने काफी I'm on recording, लेकिन मैं आपको बताया तो मैंने आपसे हर चीज पूछी है, मुझसे कुछ नहीं रह गया है कि कुछ सवाल में जवाब थे. अब आपका मूड बहुत अच्छा है यार, उसका
that I wanted to hear, you know.
आपका मूड अच्छा है, उसका मैं कुछ नहीं कर सकता हूँ.
Earlier you had a complaint that one question was left unanswered. You know, now it is all complete.
It's all complete. I professionally respect it. दुआ करें सर, वापस आके जल्द मुलाकात भी हो, काम भी करें, and I look forward to your projects.
Inshallah.
Regards to your family, regards to everyone, and I am pretty sure.
Love you, and your mother. She is most respectable for me. I wish she should listen to this interview and should.
Sir, I will personally send it to her. She has to watch it. मतलब कि इतनी बड़ी women rights वाली खातून आपके घर पे आके बैठे हैं और वो आपसे बात कर रहे हैं.
Say my salam to her.
I will, sir. Thank you so much. Khuda Hafiz.
Thank you. Khuda Hafiz. Allah Hafiz.